Welcome back to Hammer Down. We're going to get right into bodywork on the tail fairing here. I've already put a little bit of Dynaglass around the fasteners here, just so they don't show up later on in the sun or anything. This bike's most likely going to be black. I don't want any flaws showing up when it heats up. Then I'm going over it here with a little bit of 3M Platinum Plus body filler. This I'm just getting some down here around the bottom area. It's pretty wavy. I need to carve the shape in here, so I'm going to be using this hard block for that. You just want to keep it really flat. Be careful not to put pressure on one side or the other. Here I'm just knocking it down, getting it flat, getting the shape cut in here. Now next I don't want to get a bunch of filler past this body line here at the top of the peak, so I'm going to put some tape around it. Just enough to cover the top part. I'm not going to slop it all over the place. Then we go right to spreading it. Here we go. Same as all my other videos, I explain you keep it really even, uniform, everywhere. An even layer across. It doesn't need to be very thick, just equal, uniform. Trying to take out all the highs and lows. We're not trying to bury anything here. Just want a nice, smooth, really round shape. Pull a little bit of that filler up here onto the front section of the side of the seat here. Now I've got it outside. We're going to do some blocking now that I have a nice even layer across the whole thing. For this I'm using a semi-flexible block. If you're familiar with auto body tools, this would be called a blockbuster. I'm using some 80 grit 3M sandpaper here just to knock this down. We're going to skip past a lot of that there. On to making the seat pan. For that I start out, like a lot of things here, with just a piece of nice poster board. I like to use the ones with the grid on it, but you can use whatever you like. I also like mine to be just a little bit thicker, on the thicker side. And you're just going to trace the shape of the seat basically here for the bottom part. Get it cut out. Take care on this part because this will be the actual piece you're tracing to make the seat from metal. Just like with any template. This one I'm cutting out. It's going to be trimmed most likely a little bit. I'm probably going to end up taking about a 1/4 inch off each side, though the length is pretty much right on. I left it a little bit fat so I can trim it to the exact shape of this here. Now you can see, kind of hear what I'm going for. There's going to be a little door in the back that locks, a piano hinge across the bottom. It's going to be a nice little storage area. Get my gloves in there, whatever. Phone charger, all that stuff. Now I've got a nice template. I'm going to take it over to a piece of sheet metal here. Get it cut out. I just used this cardboard template to get a rough size of what I need to make the piece from. So I'm not holding a super large panel in the bandsaw over here. Now take care not to move the template, hold it nice and flat, get a really nice trace on there. Transfer. Here, I'm just going to continue the lines across where the tape was so I can cut straight across with the saw. Next we get over to the bandsaw, and it's just a matter of cutting on the lines. Next thing you know, you got a couple nice pieces. Run it over to the belt sander and deburr them a little bit. I don't want them scratching up my seat, nor do I want to cut myself on it. That's just a real quick sand on the belt sander there. Take the burrs off. Now I have a nice piece with straight edges. I'm going to go ahead and mark the piano hinge that the seat's going to fold on. But first, as with anything, you want to get a nice center line. I usually like to do this horizontally as well as vertically. It just helps with if you need to drill holes, you can space them equally. They look much nicer when things are symmetrical. It's just the way I like it anyways. Here I'm just marking the holes real quick. I'm just going to use the center punch after that. Get a nice little divot in there so I can hold it up here on the drill press after this. I'm going to try and hold it up here, see if you can see the spring punch leaves there. Oh yeah, see that little mark in the middle of the black dot. Okay, there we go. Say hi to the dogs. Okay, my arc 7. Get back to this motorcycle back here. Now I've got the bodywork finished on the rear section. The C-pan is pretty much done except for ribboning the hinge together. As you can see now, the chassis is in primer. The swing arm is in primer. Everything's coming out really nice. This little storage compartment is going to open like that. It's going to have some kind of little latch with some little secret button somewhere to pop it open. Next up is the gas tank. We're going to be modifying it with a little filler panel and some louvers to let some air through for the electronics. Let's take another look at that frame there. Alright everyone. Oh yeah, the front headlight fairing is also complete. That's just waiting for primer. Next up is the gas tank. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe.